Hey guys, what is up? Zero here. Welcome back to Doki Doki Salvation Remake. In the last episode, I think we mostly once again I think we finally actually got to fix things with Natsuki. We tried again and we finally succeeded. And things have finally worked out and we're all a little closer. Except Sayori, because for some reason, Natsuki decided to tell her secret to only Monica and Yuri, and not tell Sayori and MC. That definitely won't backfire in the future, probably. And we went back to the side characters that are Zero and Sayori. And about their life. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. Right? Sayori went to the therapist. The MC was talking about whether or not he truly knows her, and that was basically it for them. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is a recipe for disaster, but I'll see what happens. Thank you for the 2,000 bits, Kasumi. God damn, I feel like I should talk about this before we start. This says a thank you for just being awesome dude who makes my day better. Love you and Monica. Thank you, Kasumi. I appreciate it. God damn. Alright, let us continue, shall we? I wonder if there's still people who watch these videos and don't know that these are live streamed and just wonder if I just talk to myself sometimes and I respond to some of chat's messages. They're just like, oh, I love that schizophrenic guy on YouTube. He's great. I walk into the club room with Sayori and place my bag on a desk. School was... well, it was just that. School. I walk over to Natsuki and Yuri, who are... what? Alright, I must have missed a lot. What, is there a Fumo? When did the Fumo arc start? Oh, very excited. Natsuki slams a strange plushie onto the desk like a gavel and stares at Sayori and I intensely. Ooh, what's that, Natsuki? That's what I was telling you about yesterday. And she has one. Heh, I knew Zero would know what these are. They basically got their own cult following now. It is very disturbing that this Fumo is just a real-life Fumo and not just, drawn. Product placement? It does feel like a product placement. It feels like a sponsored, feels like a sponsored part of, a video. I'm not against the idea of a Fumo, of Natsuki owning a Fumo, because she definitely would own a Fumo. I just wish it was drawn. It looks so weird that is just a Fumo PNG. You have the right mod open, right? Honestly, it made me have to take a double take. I was like, wait a minute, I'm playing the right thing, right? And this one's the rarest there is. No kidding. Tried looking into getting these, and it's near impossible these days. Follow me. Follow Natsuki to her bag and watch her open it up. No way. Holy guacamole! You have a lot. Yeah, I bought a few before they became massive memes online. I just saw their value before anyone else did. Well, I can't lie and say I'm not jealous. This is really weird. I don't... what? This is really weird. Why is this happening, after, the emotionally charged day that we had yesterday? This feels so, I don't know. I'm not against what's happening. I think I'm more so against its placement. It happened so quickly. I feel like if we maybe had, us walking into the club or something, and then this happens to, the day, this is how the day starts. This feels so just, oh god, what huh? It feels, is this filler? It's filler. But I'm I wish I had better build-up to the filler. Without the build-up, this feels like a commercial. Something feels different about you, though, Nats. You seem a lot more... Don't call me that. Oh, sorry. I was just saying you seem a lot more, peppy. Because I'm just in a good mood today. Also, did anybody notice Monica hasn't come in yet? I tried mentioning that earlier, but you seem to be more excited about your funny-looking plushies. They are pretty funny-looking, aren't they? They are! I kind of want one now, too. Hey, I can give you one if you'd like. Excuse me? What about me? No, Natsuki. I couldn't. These seem very rare and special to you. I couldn't take that away. Oh, you want the funny plushie? Oh. Are you absolutely positive sure that you want to give it to me? Sure, why not? If it makes you feel any better, I actually want to give you all one as a gift from me. See, like, she's just holding just a PNG of this plushie. Don't worry, Sayori, if you use code AFRO0, you can get one for 10% off. Like, that's what I'm like, it just looks so odd. Like, I just wish they were drawn. Like, I guess because I guess because I don't want to sound like I'm being a hypocrite when it comes to certain things. I've been fine with like certain sprite edits of the girls when they use PNGs. Like, I think there's a sprite where Yuri has glasses, and I think if I'm correct, I think it's a PNG of glasses. I'm not even 100% sure, but I feel like it's such a small detail that it's hard for you to really notice if it is one, to the point where I'm even saying I'm not even sure if it's drawn or not. But with this, it's like they're so big, I can just tell. And it looks so odd. Like, it looks so out of place. It's more so the fact that it's a product that's troubling you. I think that too, and that, yeah, it's also the fact it is a real product. So I think that is also why. Like, with glasses are glasses. If they were, like, specific branded glasses, it'd probably be weirder. But yeah, it's like with this, like, that is just straight up a Fumo. You know, to show my appreciation and all that. Well, if that's the reason, then who am I to refuse? Actually, if you don't mind, Sayori, I'd like to have that one. I quite like her design. Oh, no problem. Natsuki hands the plushie to Yuri and reaches into her bag to reach for another. Am I going to get one too? Yeah, just wait your turn. What do you think of this one, Sayori? She's cute. I'll take her. Fumo be upon ye. Yeah! Threw it at her. Despite being surprised by Natsuki's trick, Sayori catches the plushie on her first try. Oh, it didn't sound like she caught it. I thought it hit her. I had to take a sip of water. Wow, she's so soft. Before Natsuki reaches back into her bag, the club doors slide open and in walks the woman of the hour. Hey everyone, sorry, guess I'm late again. The rest of us share confused and concerned glances with one another. Yeah, but it's alright, no need to worry. Natsuki was just handing out some presents for us all. Presents? Yeah, check it out, Monica, I got you one too. Natsuki reaches into her bag and pulls out another plushie. Here, this one's for you. Natsuki hands it to Monica. Monica looks at it closely, squishing it a few times and rubbing it. What's wrong? You look like you're checking it for drugs or something. Oh, no, it's not that. I guess I was just admiring how strange this looks. That's what I'm saying! Not that that's a bad thing, though. And here's yours, Zero. Amazing. This feels like a shitpost. By the way, this reminds me of an amazing joke I read online the other day. Why couldn't the stuffed animal go to the dinner party? Why? Because he was already stuffed. Suddenly, Monica stifles a chuckle. Alright, that got me. That's a good way to lift my spirits. The joke was awful, though. Admittedly, you can't even go a few days without a modern meme or joke already being dead or unfunny. Well, I have a soft spot for old and classic jokes, like Sayori just told. Oh my god, we have the same headcanon, let's go! My headcanon's correct. Me when I share the same headcanon with an author. Because I also have the headcanon that Monica likes really like, Monica likes puns. They're somewhat timeless in the fact that everyone can get them, funny or not. Modern humor doesn't really have that attribute. True, I can agree with that. One week, everyone will be talking about the same meme, and the next week, it can be something entirely new. It can get hard to keep up sometimes. Yeah, but you always have classic. I don't like this. Are we mentioning memes? Okay, we need to leave. It's like, I'm like, I don't know if I want to. We're going down a rabbit hole I don't think I want to go to. We already have Fumos. I'm like, what's going on? What? You know, shitpost? Oh, no. Memes. I don't think I like this day so far. Wait, what? Okay, I don't actually know this meme. Yeah, but you have classics like, I don't trust stairs. And why is that? Oh, okay, never mind. This is an actual joke. Okay, it's not a meme, thank God. They're always up to something. See? It even got Yuri. Yeah, that one is alright. It really got you though, didn't it? Indeed it did. Combined with the fact I never heard that one before, and Sayori's funny expressions made me laugh. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Okay, good. We're avoiding memes. I got scared. I got really scared. I was like, please no. Thought Sayori was about to hit me with the old-fashioned meme. She was gonna be like, ooh, you guys ever hear about the Among Us? I mean, way better than the stuffed animal one. Humor is subjective, Zero. They say that judging someone based on what they find funny is illogical. Who says that? Me! Right. I'm sure to shoot your credibility through the roof. She's right, though. What someone finds funny shouldn't be a sure-shot way of determining someone's character. What about those jerks online who are overly edgy and laugh at objectively tragic or horrible things? Ooh, you know, you bring up a good point. What does everyone else think? I think finding humor in something horrible is a natural coping mechanism for some people. Maybe it's to mask how they truly feel about it. Maybe it's just a natural human reaction to try and find the silver lining in what is otherwise a horrible situation. I think Sayori and Monika's point still stands. Even if someone makes a joke about a tragic event, that's still not enough to judge them as a person. Your humor can be a bit too cynical at times, and I'd say that suits you perfectly. How so? Well, go ahead and just say a joke you know. I'll prove it. Okay then. What is another way to describe good luck? Everyone but Naosuke shrugs her shoulders. Misfortune happening to everyone else. That's not so much funny as it is just plain true. I'd do anything to try and have some good luck come my way. Fact of the matter is, there's a general consensus we can all come to here. And it's that humor can give you insight into someone's personality, but it doesn't completely define them. I agree. And there's another thing we can all agree on, too. Harry squishes her new plushie and holds it up for everyone to see. These things are hilarious and amazingly cute. We all laugh together. All except Monika only smiles as she looks down at her new plushie. I don't know, I always felt like Natsuki would definitely be the one who would have liked the more edgy jokes compared to like Yuri. I mean, I could see Yuri enjoying dark humor from the books that she reads, but I definitely feel like Natsuki would definitely enjoy more darker jokes. I felt like Sayori would be the one who probably wouldn't like them as much. Who probably wouldn't like dark humor as much. Or it's like, I feel like Natsuki would definitely... Considering Natsuki's like an internet gremlin, like, I feel like she would definitely be the one to be making, like, edgy jokes for sure. I was like, considering she's the one who's always on the internet. The club meeting ends after a bit more discussion on what other things we could do to make club meetings interesting. Everyone else leaves the room, and notice Monika's not really getting ready to leave. Keeps staring at the plushie and squishing it. Hey, Monika. Anything the matter? You keep staring at the plushie Natsuki gave you. If you don't like it, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. Sorry, but that's a no. Not gonna pull a fast one on me. Damn. Well, other than that, I also noticed you look pretty tired. Looks like you haven't slept in a while. I'm doing fine. What about you? You don't look so good yourself. Yeah, I'm not that great at hiding it. Admittedly, the past few days have been killing me, but I think I can manage. Besides, Sarah would give me an earful if I start slacking off again. That does sound like her. You're a great friend for trying to keep her happy despite everything that's happened. Much better than I am. Oh, hey, give yourself a bit more credit. You've been trying these past few days too, despite what happened. And all that on top of the work you already have as president? I don't even know what I'd do if I were in your place. I try my best. Also, before I get going, I think I ever got to thank you for the advice you gave about trusting Sayori. Huh? Yeah, Sayori seemed pretty happy when I decided to give her some space, like you said.
Really? Gosh, I mean, I was just saying what I thought would have helped at the time. I didn't think it would have actually helped.
Yeah, thanks for that. I've been meaning to ask your opinion on something as well.
What is it?
Sayori's pills, her antidepressants.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, I know it's a bit of a sensitive subject.
well, I don't think I'm really qualified.
Well, you two used to be really close, right? All I really want to know is, like, if you think they'll help her get better or not.
I think they could, but sometimes. No, oh, I probably shouldn't say anything more on that.
I decided it's probably not best to pursue further. From what I've gathered, it seems like everyone's got a different take on these things. I'd be lying if I said it isn't frustrating, then I'd get a direct answer on this, though. Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
Sure. Sorry if my answer wasn't really what you were looking for.
You're good. No worries. Also, if you're still interested in that plush you've got, I'm just a text away, and... No! Damn.
I'll see you later, Zero.
We're actually gonna finally get some stuff. Finally! We're finally gonna get some... MC's finally gonna be the main character again. Because also I was like, are we gonna come back to Monica again? And then I'm gonna have to make my other point that he really is not the important person here. Considering what the author found funny going off his Twitter, the whole scene makes a lot more sense. I mean, I know Gizzy as a person, and I do know, like, I know he likes Fumos and everything, of course. It's just, I'm not letting that shroud my opinions on things, you know? Just because I know Gizzy, it doesn't mean... doesn't mean like I'm gonna be like, well, it's fine because Gizzy likes Fumos. Like, I'm still looking at this as a mod, and even so, the Fumos I feel like would fit better if they weren't just PNGs. I still would have preferred if they were drawn. Like, I'm not against Fumos being here. They're fine. It's a nice little cute reference, I guess. I guess I could definitely see some people not like it too much since Fumos are definitely memes, almost to a degree. Which is funny considering they had an entire discussion about, like, you know, humor and such. And yeah, it's like Fumos themselves are basically memes a lot of the time. So it's like, I definitely could see why they are here. It's more so, I wish they didn't feel so out of place, I think is my problem. Like, they feel like they're almost to the equivalent of a shitpost. With the way they were added. But I did like that scene overall. You know, them talking about jokes and stuff. It felt cute. I liked it. It was a cute little scene. Walk out of the club room and meet up with Sayori and Natsuki. I really realize how little we do in there, but it's still nice in its own way. We'll have a place to unwind and hang out in. Natsuki decided to tag along with us on our way home. Not really sure why. I'm guessing that's something to do with us not being at the club meeting yesterday. So, yeah. That's why I recommend that manga for you to check out.
Sounds fun. I've always wanted to try and get into manga, but I don't know. Guess nothing ever really caught my eye. I'd say it's worth a shot. One I recommended should be something you like. Oh, I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, sure. What's up?
You've been super duper nice to everyone today. I wanted to know why.
Sayori, sometimes there really doesn't need to be a reason for it.
Nope, she's right.
Just don't really know how to answer a question like that.
I'm sorry, Natsuki. I guess I'm just feeling a bit insecure. Ever since our fight a few days ago, I feel like you started to hate me. I know I could be a little pushy, and I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, dude, don't be. It's okay.
Not your fault at all.
I've been going through some stuff lately. I'll admit, you guys did push it that day.
I know you did it because you all cared. It's hard for me to realize that. It's hard for me to realize that.
I made a pretty big decision today. One that really didn't feel good to do. Lunch, I decided that I was going to find Yuri and hang out with her. I decided that was the last time I'd ever hang out with those other friends of mine. The whole thing was really the reason why I just felt the need to be extra nice to everyone. Especially you, Sayori. I have no right to be mad at you. You're only doing what you do best. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to compensate for something. Maybe feeling that loss of friendship is something that I'm just trying to ignore. I can't.
Afraid of losing you all, too. Sounds to me like you did something really brave. When I heard about them, your friends never really sounded like friends. I know it's hard. Letting any kind of bond go is...
Very quickly glances at me.
Very difficult. But you have me. And the rest of the club. We're here for you. And here to help you smile.
That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want you guys to go out of your way to try and make me feel better. We're your friends. It's not even close to a burden to be there for you.
He's right. It's super hard to understand sometimes. But that's what friends do for each other. True friends. And that's what we all are. Right?
Sarah opens up her arms to invite Natsuki in for a hug. Two girls wrap their arms around each other and giggle lightly.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate having you two as friends, even though I'm not too good at expressing that. As long as you do your best. Of course. We should totally hang out sometime.
You're not just saying that because you want free cupcakes, are you?
Curses, foiled again.
They all laugh together.
I'll see you two dorks tomorrow.
Natsuki walks off towards the other side of the school while waving goodbye to the both of us. Well, that was nice.
Yeah, it's kind of a relief, too. You don't think that's selfish of me to think, do you?
Not at all. You got that weight off your shoulders, and that's a very good thing. Let's head home, yeah? I'm beat.
Sure.
It's like, I know I mentioned this last time, but it's like, it was kind of mentioned here, so that's why I'm kind of bringing it up. It was like, she was like, I had to do a really hard thing. I got up and looked for Yuri and sat with her at lunch. And it's like, why was that a hard thing to do? She's been sitting at, well, she's been eating lunch with us for like the past few days. Like, I don't know. The whole, like, Natsuki leaving her friends thing, I'm still not super on board with. It feels like it isn't as hard as it really, as it's making it out to be. Like, because... I think it's because the way they portrayed her friends, I think, in this. Because the way her friends are portrayed in this is as if they really don't give a shit about her. And I feel like if your friends don't really give a shit to the point where they won't even notice that you left, it's kind of easy to leave, no? Like, because it's like, the way they're portrayed in the side stories was that they still talk to her. It's just the things they would say to her were really mean. So, you know, but she was still in conversations with them. So it was something where it was definitely felt like it was actually harder for her to leave because obviously they were still, you know, treating her as if she was still one of their friends. It's just the way they treated her was something she wasn't comfortable with. They didn't care about how she felt. Whereas with this, it just feels like they don't even care about her existence. To the point where I'm like, Natsuki, if you can get up and leave multiple times and they don't say anything, I don't think it's that hard to just get up and leave. Maybe Yuri was tucked away in a corner. She was really hard to find. You know, I never thought about it like that. Yuri's hide-and-seek champion. The friends feel like they took the front of Natsuki's trouble and her dad being pushed aside, despite it feels like it should be the other way around. Exactly, yeah. It's like, I mean, granted, this might be too early for us to say, though. Maybe her father does come back and play a bigger role in the story later. But it definitely does feel like so far Natsuki's problem was just her friends and her dad was just kind of a slight shrug. Like, it is what it is, I guess, you know? Like, she told Monica about her father. And I mean, so I'm assuming maybe that has to be like foreshadowing from assuming the future. Maybe Natsuki's father will be like the double issue that she has. Would kind of feel bad for Yuri, because I mean, Yuri just got one. Yuri gets one issue and then she gets shoved away. Oh, who knows? I guess we'll have to see. Like, it feels a little... Like it feels like... It definitely feels like it should be a minor problem that's being made into a bigger one. But we'll have to see what happens. I really do hope that her dad does play a role later, and it isn't just that is Natsuki's only issue. I think the side stories approach was also the dad was a bit of a side swept thing, so maybe he's trying to do that here. Maybe, but I feel like with this, they definitely can't side sweep it considering that he actually kicked her out the house. Like, and it definitely has to, I feel like, play a bigger... I feel like there's a Chekhov's gun situation here. Hey, do you think that Natsuki's changed over the last few weeks?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, in how she acts around us. You pointed that out yourself.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't really trying to pry into her business. But yeah, I noticed it.
It's not super different or I'd consider to be changed, though.
It's more like she's more comfortable with us.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I didn't get to ask her your session went yesterday.
Oh, that's okay. It went as well as you'd expect.
That's the thing. I don't really know what I should be expecting from those things.
It's kind of boring. Well, not boring for me, but probably boring to anybody else.
Ah, I see. Do they help?
Of course, lots.
Ah, that's good. What about your medicines? Have you been keeping up with those too?
Yeah.
If there's anything you need to talk about, I'm just a phone call away. MC, you're pushing it. You're pushing it.
I know. I actually want you to promise me something.
Of course, anything.
Can you promise not to make such a big deal of my pills?
I blink a few times, I process what you just asked me. Yeah, sure. No problem.
Actually, let's pinky promise. The most sacred of pinky promises.
Sure. As long as you promise me you'll follow through and keep up with them. Hold up my pinky and she does the same.
There. We are now pinky bound. I'll see you later, Zero.
And I wave goodbye and I watch her turn around and walk towards her house. Same way I always have these last few weeks. Today's different though. She understands why I'm always asking about her medicine, right? Is that a normal thing a friend should be concerned about? I don't know. Maybe I'm being too nosy. Even still, I want to call out to her. I want to tell her I really meant what I said. That I'd always be there. That more than just a phone call away. That I love you. My fist in my hand and lightly hit it against my leg. Turn around and walk towards my house.
Damn it, he's being shafted again. This is what I'm talking about, why I don't consider him a main character. Oh my god, never mind. Oh, I was wrong. I spoke too soon.
I spoke too soon. He's getting moments.
Oh, thank God. Because I was just about to say, I'm like, I love Monica. Don't get me wrong. I love her story. But my God, does it feel like this is just Monica's mod and not actually about Sayori? And not actually about Sayori and MC. Because I'm like, fucking, I love Monica. But I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like, because I was about to be like, people need to stop getting on me for saying you're biased for saying that Monica's the main character. Because I'm like, she clearly feels like it.
Also, there's Comey. Okay, now I need to talk about my opinion on this, because I know everyone's like, Zero, I thought you didn't like references. If it's on the TV, it's whatever.
Like, it's a thing on a TV, it's fine. It's not as weird as it could be, I guess. It's a background element. It's not too bad. Our Time did something similar where they showed, I think it was a Love Live on the TV. It's whatever. Like, and again, this isn't even just because I know Gizzy likes Comey. This is mainly because I'm like, if you put any anime on there, it's like, it's fine. It's whatever. It's not too jarring, so I suppose.
Eesh, Natsuko's right. This is good. I mean, sure, I basically decided to watch the anime instead of the manga, but meh. I'm a lazy guy. Watching instead of reading is just plain easier. Unless you're a One Piece fan, in which case you're just behind and it's sad. There might be enough anime for one night, though. Probably clean up a bit around here before going to bed.
Saitama's framed in the background. Yeah, that is one thing, because yeah, this is the Blue Skies background, and yeah, there's just like Saitama framed in the background. That has always been there, and it's very funny. He's just a picture of Saitama.
I get up from the couch and start cleaning up the kitchen, which is still a bit messy from dinner earlier. It's a bit difficult to get used to at first, being on my own and at such a young age. But I've been able to manage, and it got easier over time. I guess when you're by yourself, things start clicking. I can't believe that just 4 years ago, you'd basically have to pay me to wash the dishes or take out the trash. Now I feel dirty even if I just leave a few items out of place. Got this adulting thing figured out. I say that, but I gotta have some music blasting while I clean. Otherwise, just gonna remind of how lonely I am. Also, I can relate with this right here. Yeah, I say, yeah, it's like, yeah, when you get older, it's like, it starts being like second nature. Yeah, when you were like younger, it was like you sat there and you're like, oh, I got these dirty dishes in my room, and like you don't even like want to get up and take them to the sink or anything. And now it's like once you're older, you're just like, let me just take these dishes. Like you don't even think about what you're really doing until like you're like, oh yeah, I do that. But another thing that helps also, which helps me, is that I don't even have space really to put my dirty dishes in my room. Like with the way my setup is, I can probably afford like 1 cup and 1 plate somewhere. So I kind of have to like remove dishes from my room if I even want to actually like have space. So that's another thing that helps, is not having space to hoard. I just washed some dishes from my room a few hours ago. Yeah, it's like, well, once you get older, you just kind of start doing it. You have your DDLC content taking your whole room. That's not even true. That's not true. My Natsuki Nendroid, Monica Papa Parade, and Monica Nendroid only take up a part of my desk. Soon the collection will be complete when Yuri and Sayori finally released. I pull out my phone and search for some random soundtracks on some of my favorite video games. Oh no, he listens to video game soundtracks only? It's over! There. This one's perfect. I grab the broom from nearby and hold it to the side like a sword. Oh no, what is he doing? Oh no, he's being cringe. Alright, messy kitchen. I'm sorry. I flip the broom around and position it, get ready to sweep. It has to be this way. I'll quickly dash around the kitchen, so any food scraps or trash ended up there. At the same time, I grab a wet rag from off the counter and begin wiping my dinner table down. God, I am so good at cleaning! I like how I was sitting here like, oh no, I spoke too soon. MC is getting seeds. And it's this game like cleaning enthusiastically. What is happening? Like he's just, God, I am so good at cleaning. He is not beating the neat allegations. Honestly though, let's be real. Any sort of like DDLC, like if you go by base game MC, he definitely would do this shit. He is goofy. Bro definitely does this shit. Why is everyone saying this is me? How do you guys think I sweep a room? Y'all sitting here thinking I do that? Not true. I actually dance with the broom, chat. Get it right. Depending on the part of the song, I groove with the broom. You know, you gotta shake your hips a little bit. You know, you gotta do that. I don't pretend the broom is a sword. Come on now. You gotta groove. You gotta groove with it. You dance to Metal Rising music with your broom. I don't have Metal Rising broom music. I don't have Metal Rising music on my phone. I have some video game soundtrack. I have like a mix of like some video game soundtracks, some like rap music, and then some like Japanese artists. It is a big smorgasbord of music on my phone. Place the broom back where it came from and wipe the sweat off my forehead. Phew, just like that. Till next time, kitchen. Next time is tomorrow, but yes. Walk over to my trash can and remove the bag. That neat little knot. Throw it over my bag and head outside. Walk over to the large garbage bin and toss the bag inside. I go to Sayori's house, I see... Sayori? What's she doing on the roof? Okay, I'm glad this meant something. I was so scared that the day was about to end and all we got from him was his random chores. Like, I was about to be like, what the fuck was all that for? So I'm like, okay, it was leading into him seeing Sayori hanging out on her roof. All right. Also, I'm seeing everybody freak out in the chat right now. People typically, with the way their houses are, like... If the way their houses are positioned, some people have houses where it's really easy for them to get to their roofs if they go to like their if they go to like their balcony, sometimes it's easy for them to just grab their roof and go on top of it and sit there, which I'm assuming Sayori has. And people just kind of vibe. Just laying there, looking up at the sky. A ladder is also seen nearby, which is probably how she got up there in the first place. Yeah, see, you just put the ladder on your balcony and get right up there. Did I go over? Better just call and ask. I don't want to scare her, so... Pick up my phone from the counter and navigate to Sayori's contact. This feels really awkward. I feel like you could just yell at her. What are you doing up there?
Hey, Zero. What's up?
Hey, Sayori. Just wondering what the heck you're doing up there.
Oh, you can see me? Can you see me waving?
No, silly. I'm inside my house. I'm gonna come over. Seems fun over there.
No, you weren't invited.
Oh.
Kidding. Come on over.
All right. Be there in a jiffy. You know that actually affected him. He was like, oh. You know, he was actually sad. I hang up my phone and look down and see I still got sweat stains on my shirt. Better freshen up a bit first. Yo, Sayori. His head pokes out from the other side of the roof.
Hey!
Jeez, don't get so close to the edge. You'll fall.
That's okay. You'll catch me, won't you?
No, I'd let you fall. Sayori pouts. Kidding. Can I come up?
Of course.
I'll go over towards the ladder and make my way up. So, sit next to Sayori and use my feet to keep myself stable. The roof isn't exactly the flattest of areas. Mind telling me what you're doing up here?
Just want to relax and look at the stars.
Yeah. That is pretty nice.
Here, lay back like this.
Sayori leans back and rests her hands below her waist. I follow suit. Wow. Guess I've never taken the time to look at the sky like this. Really pretty.
I know, right? I used to do this a lot. I guess I sort of forgot I used to enjoy doing this.
Yeah. Know any constellations?
I know where the sun is.
I guess not.
Actually...
There raises her arm and points in a certain direction.
Right there's the Little Dipper.
Wait, what? For real? Gotta find where Sayori's pointing, to no avail.
It might be a bit difficult to see. Here, get a little closer to me. You can see what I see better that way.
I carefully slide closer to Sayori, and my face turned a bit hot as I make contact with her skin. Points to the sky again.
There. See that bright star? If you look next to it...
I squint. Sure enough, I see a small group of stars forming a shape of a square spoon. Oh, wow, yeah. I guess that is the Little Dipper. And right there is Good Egg Galaxy. How did you know that?
I just told you. I used to do lots of stargazing.
I thought you were kidding.
Nope. Let me see.
I turn and sneak a glance at Sayori. Her tongue is sticking out as she seemingly tries to concentrate and remember where certain things are.
Ah, that's Orion's belt. Look there.
Points again. This time, these stars are a lot easier to pinpoint. Ah, those three lined up there? I see those.
Yep. You could trace Orion himself and his bow, too.
She has to trace the night sky with her finger. Can't really see what she's doing, but I'll let her have this.
Ooh, and you see that biggish reddish orange one just above the one of the belt stars?
Yeah, that one. I see it.
That star is called...
What? Betelgeuse? 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 Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
It is Beetlejuice! What? I said that as a joke. I said that as a joke. I was like, oh, I was right. Good job, me. The old noggin.
That star is called Beetlejuice, and it's super huge and it's one of the largest stars visible to the naked eye.
Wow, didn't know that. Super knowledgeable in this stuff. I never would have guessed.
Like I said, I guess I just forgot about it.
Yeah. Stay quiet for a while. Continue observing the stars, knowing what else to say next.
I miss this. Being able to come up here and just forget how awful the world can be sometimes.
Yeah.
The vastness of space makes me feel so small. Like nothing I even do matters.
Well, maybe not in the grand scheme of space, but it matters to the people around you. Life is what you make of it and all that.
I guess so. It's hard to make something of my life. Now when I've basically got these voices in my head telling me I can't, it's sort of like life is just one big exam. And I sure didn't study for it.
Sarah giggles. I mean, you're not the only one who feels that way.
Yeah, I know. Feel so selfish, aren't I?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
It's okay, I know you didn't.
We stay silent again.
Hey,
What's up?
do you think Monica's okay?
What makes you think she isn't?
Saw how she was when she walked in today. She looked so lost. Like she lost something.
Huh. Didn't really notice. I mean, she looked a bit tired, but that was all I got from that.
I want to talk to her. Just really haven't found the right moment.
Guess I haven't really talked much aside the club, right?
Uh-huh. Even Natsuki got to talk to her. Just a horrible friend.
That's not true.
It is! 'Cause I'm just afraid she'll push me away or I'll annoy her.
Or she wouldn't react like that. Been working real hard to make the club a better place for all of us. I think this says a lot about her, if I'm being honest.
Maybe. Maybe not. I guess there's not really much I can do about that now.
You can always try tomorrow, or maybe over the weekend. Sarah turns to look at me.
Yeah. I'll think about that.
Turns back and looks towards the sky. Her left arm is still tightly pressed against mine. The warmth of her body is helping me deal with somewhat brisk fall night we're spending our time in. It's the right time to bring up how I feel with her? No, not yet. Can't do that to her. I'm scared of what will happen if I tell her.
Hey, Zero.
What's up?
How many years did we not speak to each other?
Oof, guilt trip time. Her jolts and starts to look at me.
No, I don't want to guilt trip you. I was just looking for things to talk about.
It's alright. Willing to look past the trauma. I jokingly place my hand over my chest, which warrants a friendly shove from her.
Don't do that, meanie. I really do feel bad.
Not your fault that we sort of did our own things for a while. If anything, I still should have tried harder to wait around for you in the mornings.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sighs. I have my own regrets too. Returns to look at me. Feel like I left you behind. I really felt that way before. But looking back now, I guess I was just... I don't know. You really know how I felt about you. Her eyes seemed to open widely and glint a little.
Felt about me?
Not important. The fact is that I sort of forgot the kind of friendship we used to have. I mean, a lot changes from first year to fourth. People grow, change, experience various hardships and moments of prosperity.
Those are big words for you. You've really been studying lately, huh?
I give Sarah a friendly jab with my elbow. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is, both changed. For better or for worse. Matters is we're together right now. Sarah smiles and looks back towards the sky.
My life completely changed just a few weeks ago. Even though I'm trying so desperately to make it like it always was. But I see the looks I get from people. From my friends. My own parents. I can't go back to those happier times before all this happened. Even you.
Turns back to look at me. Eyes looking somewhat empty.
You re-entering my life doesn't make this feel normal. Even though I've known you since we were kids. It's like my brain won't believe it. It's almost as if you're here for something other than me.
Feel her body tense up as she turns back around.
I know that doesn't even make sense, but those are the words my brain is choosing right now. At night, it's all very fuzzy. But it's probably why I'm even able to find the strength to talk about it. All I can remember is feeling very empty. Sometimes get flashes back to that night. A complete lack of inhibition. Disorienting feeling of going backwards in an ambulance. A complete lack of fear. It all just feels like a strange dream that you can only remember bits and pieces of. Almost like it never even happened.
Gently rubs 2 fingers across her neck.
And I know it did. I'm trying very, very hard to try and accept that.
Suddenly, Sayori's left hand starts moving around, searching for mine. Quickly give in and hold her hand tightly.
I hope you can still accept me. Even with all my flaws.
Looks at me, her eyes now full of emotion.
Hope that you'll always be there for me.
Of course I will. Look back towards the sky again. Stay up here for a bit longer. Never letting our hands break apart. God damn! That was nice. That was a nice little scene. That was cute. I like that. See, that's what I was waiting for. Because I kept being like, you know, like, as I kept having, because, you know, I kept having this feeling that, like, this mod felt like it was, like, a Monica mod with a random Sayori MC relationship thrown in there sometimes. So, you know, it's like, I'm glad that, you know, we got that scene. That scene felt very much needed. That was very much a warranted scene, because, yeah, it was like, it finally does now feel like Sayori's story, Sayori and MC are actually being more of a focal point again, which is, you know, very nice, very nice. I liked that, yeah, because I think that was the thing. Because something I've noticed, which the thing that I also noticed, which was kind of getting me to worry a little bit why I thought it's going to cut to Monica again, is because I noticed a lot of MC's, like, scenes ended that way. Like, we would cut from Monica doing something really big and important or something to be with MC. And then MC's thing would just be him doing something, him thinking about Sayori, and then scene ends. There you go. You're done with MC for that day. Like, that's like how most of his scenes ended. So I'm glad that we did get that, and that actually, you know, gave us a very nice little insight into how Sayori feels. It's insight into their relationship. Guys, do you think Sayori feels the same way about him? I don't know. Ooh. And I have been hearing a lot of people say things that Act 3 will propel Sayori and MC to be more important. And I get that, but I feel like that should happen a little earlier, in my opinion, you know? And then they already are, clearly, which is good. Because like I say, it's like, because that's kind of, I feel like I shouldn't have to wait for the 3rd act for the main characters to start having their arcs. Or to start, you know, having their important moments more so, you know? Like, especially considering this is technically Act 2, with Act 1 being the, the beginning. Which, in my opinion, I feel like should be more of a prologue, because I thought this was Act 1. But this is technically Act 2. And I'm like, well, Act 1 was only, like, 2 hours long. So it's like... So, you know, it's like, so it is weird that this is even considered Act 2. I feel like this should technically be Act 1, while the other one should be considered a prologue more so. Since it was only really, like... Since it technically ended when Sayori woke up in the hospital. Like, it wasn't really that long. So, I feel like it should have just been a prologue. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's kind of weird to have the immediate act focus on Natsuki and Yuri so much. And then we start getting more focus on Sayori. Or even, hell, fucking focusing on Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica, then bringing Sayori back later. So that's why I really like that scene. Because I was like, okay, we're finally starting to remember who the other focus of this mod is about. So yeah, very good scene. Very much enjoyed it. Very much enjoyed it. I think the mod sticking close to the progression of the original Salvation might be a detriment. Yeah, that's what I'm like, yeah. Because I remember the original Salvation kind of had those moments too with Natsuki and Yuri, but I feel like they definitely handled it a little... Definitely not the best, because they just kind of showed up, I remember. And it was like, oh, okay, Natsuki and Yuri are having problems. Anyway, if you want to download this yourself, the link will be in the description below. This has been Zero. Peace.
Stay on the